Guys, how you doing? My name's Bryson, and today I'm gonna talk about hiking. Now, hiking's a pain in the ass, and I'm that for sure. But to me, it's a well-deserved kick in the ass. Every now and then, you just need a well-cooked boot in there for you, because often you're sitting there in your office job or something, or school, and you're just there blabbing along, bored, and you're like, screw it, I need something to challenge me. This is just literally just me sitting down, doing nothing. Bad kitty. Anyway, so I came here to talk to you guys about hiking. Sorry, I kind of forgot. So hiking, for me, it was always a cool thing because I live near California. In California, you often just have beautiful places just by default. Like you can literally go down to the park, and the park we have a place called Hart Park. It got like mountains, it has rivers, it has like houses and everything, boats, ducks, fish. You go fishing there, you go swimming there, you go boating there. It's fun. But, you know, hiking there is different. So, hiking here, this is what happens. You go find the nearest trail, you park your car off, and you go over and you start hiking. Park your car, get out of there, start going around, and you're just going around hiking, having a good time. Next thing you know, you're at the top of the mountain. You're at the side. You're at a cave. Hiking is cool because it could take you to places. What you doing on me, little bastard? Get out of the way. I remember my favorite places I went hiking. I went with my mother. We went in the back alleys of Hart Park near the firing range where the police officers practice their shooting, or forest police officers, I guess, whatever the hell you call them. They do that while back there's some trails. Went back there, there's some big ass power lines and shit, and just fucking a bunch of stuff around. It was crazy, it was huge, and it was wild. And you saw like the park itself get smaller and smaller because we're so far away. And then we took a path down, and it was a dirt bike path. So literally, it was just made to be ridden down. It wasn't made to walk down. So we almost fell like a bunch of times. And then I remember one other time, me, her, my mother, and my stepdad went to the beach, and we went to this place I think called Pirate Cave, and is by I think Prismo. It's right by Prismo and Morro Bay. Shout out Morro Bay and Prismo. Those two are pretty cool. Uh, right by was like a little hiking to a cave, then a little other stuff down there. It was Pirate Cave, I think. So you go there, and it was big ass cave, and it had graffiti and everything, and you're just having a blast. You're just down there fucking in the cave looking at the ocean. You know damn well you can't make that jump off the cliff, but you know damn well you want to. I got my mother trying to get me like to go as far back as I can. I'm fucking scared because it's like a cartoonishly big drop. I'm back there. I'm like fucking 5 feet away. She's like, "Get closer." I look at her. I go, "No. How about no?" But I want to get a good picture. Edit it. I'm just there. No. And then my favorite place around the canyons of Bakersfield and Oildale and the mountains. There's little canyons where you could drive. And one of the camps there, it's by the Sequoia Forest, I think. Uh, you'd be surprised how close it is if you live around Bakersfield. Like, if you live around East Side, it's literally like down the street near Hart Park. Just keep going. Just keep going past Hart Park. Keep going past all that. Go past the Grapevine. And past that big ass grapevine and past all the houses being made, there's just fucking big ass valleys, there's rivers, nature. That's why I got real big into Tyler the Creator. You imagine this, right? You're listening to Tyler the Creator's Igor, and you get to that part near the end where like Igor comes out and he's like, "Hey Tyler, stop being a dickhead. You be smarter." And all that music hits at the same time. I'm looking at a goddamn bald eagle flying down from the big ass mountains, the huge mountains that took years and decades to make. And then there's like rivers down there, and each little tree, each little stem, each little rock tells a story, a story of like magma and lava and fucking whatever, just to make a single pebble and make more of it and make huge pebbles called mountains and shit, and to have everything live together. Literally, you're driving, the road is right near the wall, a wall of rocks, and it's scary, but it's beautiful at the same time because you got that, and you got the mountains over there, and you see so better, and the air is a lot more clear because you're not close to the oil people, so you got that fresh air from the mountains. That's why we say the beach is where you get unsick. When you come back from the beach, at least from my experience, you come back sick because you had all that fresh air. You wasn't used to the beach's fresh air hitting you in the face with all the salt water and everything. You go back to all the shitty air we got back here. Same thing can happen if you go up from the mountains and go all the way down to I forgot I forgot the name of the place. Kern County. Yeah, I think that's what's called. Anyway, that's just my geological placement, but if you live around there, which if not, I do recommend coming around here. It's free. Hiking's real free. That's why I love it. But I'm gonna tell you about the best hiking trip I ever had. Right? I was just I think 12 or something, and it was me and my two closest friends at the time. Because I never had friends until I moved to California. Having friends is weird. Never really had before. I want to do more of it, but I kind of been sheltered all my life. So, and what's the Bryson gonna do? So I remember the trip there. It's called the Wolf's Peak. Now, the Wolf's Peak has it was not Wolf's Cliffs, I think it's called, and they have the Ravens Peak. Ravens Peak's up here, and it's above all the mountains and the valleys. And down there, you have a cute little forest, and the river has little trails of sticks and little planks, so you can walk on the planks and your shoes don't get too muddy. Now, if you go into Wolf Ridge or wherever the hell that wolf thing, whatever wolf thing, a wolf an hour away, there's a wolf place that has a Ravens Point and a small forest. It's cool. Anyway, go hiking. So you go there, and we got two little kids in the back. All right, I'm like 12. He's like 11. That kid back there is like 8. Because I hanged out with the neighborhood kids. I didn't really have good friends, like from high school or anything. I didn't go. I was online school, because of the pandemic. I didn't have the opportunity. So, and we're listening to like motherfucker Tupac and Biggie, and I remember specifically we're listening to Hit 'Em Up, and it was hilarious because I look back and I see the 8-year-old like a shocked as hell because he's like a Mormon or something, and he's listening to Tupac literally say, "Man, fuck Biggie Smalls, he a bitch," and it was hilarious. But we get there, and we get our pants all ready, because you gotta get the belts on real tight so they don't get slipping, and make sure our pockets are filled with our stuff. I got my knife, I got my phone, got my headphones, need a little bit of music. Everyone stops talking, it gets a little bit boring. Fuck them. I want to listen to a little bit of Biggie while I'm climbing up, a little bit of 50. So, when we get up, and usually when you're hiking and you do it with friends, you talk with people. When you do it alone, you just listen to music or something. But when you do it with people, you talk. You talk about life and you talk about doing stuff and all that. Hell, I remember one time we just started doing army chants like "I don't know what I've been told," and we just started doing that, making shit up. And then we get to the top of Ravens Point, all the way to the tippy top, the highest point there. It's a pain in the ass. It takes like 2 hours, but it's worth it. Because after all that hiking and moving slow, because swear to God, just because you can walk faster than another person doesn't mean you have to, apparently. In this world, we're just letting all the slow people get in front of us because it's fucking hilarious, I guess. You get up there, we have a couple sandwiches. We have a backpack that has water in it. It like has a separate compartment for water that you can drink out of. And it's pretty big. It has like 8 liters of water for it. So we're drinking the water, eating the sandwiches, eating the bag of chips, having a good time. I think also there's a little bit of M&Ms up in there. We're sitting on 2 benches. They're not good make benches. They're the benches you get at like your high school but they're benches nonetheless. You sit down anyway, and we're looking, and you see the birds, you see the trees, you see the vast amount of land, and you just see the beauty. You know, you get all the yellow grass just around. Look down, you see a big ass forest. See the river. See the power lines going around. You see all the little landmarks. You know, oh, over there's the little log that we sit on. Over there, there's the little path we went last time. Over there's a different path we didn't go. We should go there next time. And then of course you go down the forest. There's dragonflies and turtles and frogs frolicking around, having a fantastic, wonderful time, being animals and shit, you know. And it's beautiful. And 100% when I get older, I'm getting stoned and high off my ass, and I'm going back and 100% hiking. I'm going to scare so much people because I think it's funny. No. Uh, so hiking, you get down, go to the forest, have a good time, get back, and there's a little park there, you know, little bathrooms, and there's a little waterfall you could chill at. Good times. And you just relax there for a second, you know, you just did all that hiking, all that work. You come back, you go in the car. What do I bump? Candy Shop at 50 Cent. As a kid, I didn't like the sex songs, you know, because I didn't know what sex was. I was just a little kid. As I grew up, now I realize it's the best fucking thing ever, but, you know, you gotta have to be adult to enjoy stuff like that, so, you know, I'm kind of screwed. I guess I'll just wait till I get older. But anyway, it's really good. Not only do you get exercise, but you have an amazing experience. You see some of the sights that you will never ever see or experience on a screen. There's a big difference from looking at the tippy top of a mountain on your phone versus being there and eating a really poorly made sandwich. But of course, you know, they made you do the sandwiches because why wouldn't anyone else do the sandwiches? They had to make the cripple guy do it. And you're eating that sandwich or whatever you're eating. Hell, you could be eating nothing. You could be eating anything. You got a goddamn turkey dinner up there for all you care. But you're sitting up there and you're eating. You're having a good time. You talk with your friends. That's when you have the deepest conversations. Is after you just did a shit ton of hiking, no matter what point you're at. Before you hike, after you hike, in the middle of hiking, after everything's said and done, you get home, you're playing some games with the boys, talking. I remember me and this 8-year-old kid. I'm not gonna say his name. He started with R and Z from across my place. We're sitting down and we're talking about life, talking about where we want to be buried when we die. We're talking about how it's funny that we're so small in this universe. We're talking about ourselves and we're talking about everything, you know, placements and all that, and feelings and how that overcomes. I see, all my life I've been very good at looking inside my brain. I'm not good at saying what's on my brain. I'm not good at using my brain. I'm not good at being with my brain. But it is a wonderful brain, in my opinion. I like this brain. I like everyone's brain, but I like mine just a little bit better because it's my own personal brain. But you're up there and you're just talking about life and death and everything. Oh, you can talk about another turkey dinner too while you're eating the turkey dinner. Talk about two turkey dinners at the same time. Two turkey dinner talks. And you just sit down and you have a wonderful time. Then you gotta go, you know, because time doesn't last forever. That beautiful sunrise in the morning turns into a foggy, hazy, purplish twilight sunlight at the end of the day. So you pack up, you walk all the way back to your car or your house, depends on how far you are from the hiking distance. And you sit down. For me, what I do at the end of the hiking is I put my music on, I just drive through the valley, I just enjoy myself. I get a little piece of satisfaction knowing that this moment will forever be replayed in my brain. The feeling of having such a good day and doing all this stuff and having fun, and then at the end of the day, just having that. Well, I still have a while before I go home, so I can enjoy my music. And music just hits different at nighttime. I'll listen to the songs, like again, Tyler the Creator. You do not know what life is until you listen to him at nighttime. Just while he's like my stepdad, he's driving the car because he's the best driver out the valley in my opinion because he's spent his life in the valley. He's driving and I got my headphones on and he's not going slow though because he's so good that he can go the limit. You know how you go 5 limits down when you're driving, at least in my opinion, because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're in a valley. You're not good with all the turns, all the directions, all the slows. You don't know what the hell to do. But to him, he's been in there for so long, he actually does know where he's going. He knows from point A to point B so good to the point where he could do a blindfold if he wanted to. I want to see him try, actually. That'd be hilarious. I mean, he might die, but it'd still be funny. Anyway, at the end of the day, that final trip home, and especially, it feels better though. You think it feels better in the morning when you go to the hiking and you have all that time. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna have so much time. But nothing feels as better as when you're going home and you have all that time to listen to music. That's why I was obsessed with a band called Gorillaz as a kid. I like Gorillaz. I like the idea they're like a little cartoony band and they do their songs. I like them mostly because they had some surprisingly really good rappers like the Funky Homo Sapien and all that. I especially like the one album where they have like the haunted house thing because they had like a really good beginning song for the album. Anyway, you do not understand how beautiful songs sound way more better. I'm not saying that I listen to Melancholy Hill well down there, but all I'm saying is that I got my headphones on and maybe I decided to go a little early era, maybe second album, third. Maybe I even feel like doing new era. But there's nothing like that feeling of going down and you're listening to the most vibiest album they ever made. In my opinion, it's the fourth one. Right after Plastic Beach. That one. I forgot the name. I'm not good with names. Plastic Beach is good. Here, let me tell you. The first one, it's fine. Not every single song has lyrics. I'm not really down with that, but whatever. Not every song needs to have lyrics. I give it a 7.9. Second album, really good. Kind of slow in my opinion. I gave it an 8.2. Mostly because feel good. Plastic Beach, 9.5. Shit hit good. Uh, the fast food jellyfish song. I know that's not the name of it, but that song hits way different when you're driving home after that long day. That one, of course, Melancholy Hill, that's good. And any song, really. Even the Snoop Dogg beginning song is good to listen to. And White Flags, in my opinion, is a great beginner. And yeah. Then you got that fourth one I'm forgetting the name of. And I'm not going to stop the video. I'm going to be honest with you. Fuck it. I'm just going to say the fourth one. It starts out with the countdown. Then the guy starts singing. Then it gets a little spooky and everything. And then bam, a jump scare. Then the entire thing is... The best way I could describe it is just... It's what I want to hear at the end of the day. Music that I want to hear. Not just words that I want to hear. Not just things that I want to hear. I'm talking music. Feelings. The vibes. There's nothing more vibier than that album. Not because it has all these people on it. Just because the way it is. The way that it's produced and the way the people edit it and the way the people made it come out is genius. I don't know what them gorillas be doing. They could be snorting crack up their assholes all day. Just Colombians up in that bitch. Fucking in the basement making this stuff. Just for them. And I don't care. It's good. It is literally one of my favorite albums ever. Like I'll re-listen to it again and again and again because it just slaps. Right? And then you got the one it's like he's twisty. I think the fifth or sixth one. I'm not good keeping them down, but that one was alright. I liked how they replaced it with the guy from the Powerpuff Girls, you know, the one dude. Uh, and of course, you got the new one, I think the Pink Machine, whatever it's called. I like that. It was good. I like the Elton John one. You know you made it when you make a song with Elton John. And I like when they went back to Plastic Beach. There's a little nod to it. Uh, my favorite song personally has to be either Pac-Man or no, just Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man. Or I guess I go for the first one. It's not bad. I'm just having trouble remembering them. I have a bad memory. But nothing beats the fourth one in a car ride. Tyler the Creator, I'm not going to go into deep there. But for Tyler, in my opinion, the best one to listen to either be Flower Boy, Wolf, or Igor. Nothing hits more than Igor. I don't know why, but Igor's is built different. And then just after that, just ride home, listen to music, stop at home, take my earbud out, put everything back inside, and vibe out. That's the end of the day. That is one of the best experiences ever. Going out, walking, and looking at the cool shit that Mother Nature has to provide is top 10 one of the things that people just need to do in general. Every single day, you should do something. If you're not doing something, do something small as that. Go on a hike, you know. Look at something. Oh, just go for a run. Fucking go McDonald's or something. Get a Big Mac. But don't eat it. Come home. Put in the fridge. Go for a run, and then come back. Save it for later. You know. Make a dinner. Do stuff like that. Just try. Be a little different. You know. Try a little better. And I'm not the healthiest person in the world. I get that. You know. I'm big bellied, right? I'm pretty sure if a girl looked at me and she looked at my stomach, she'd probably think I have an identical twin behind me. But no, I'm just big, right? And I understand that being lazy, sitting inside watching TV all day, is fun. Hell, put a little bit of you know the devil's lettuce and a little bit of the courage of liquid. You're having a blast. But you have to understand, being physically active isn't most of it. Psst, damn cats. But it's just the fun of looking at Mother Nature. You can see the most beautiful shit out of the most simplest things. Like, you could look at a tree, right? And the tree could be in a bog or some river thing, it has a rock on it, and there's some trees behind it and the sky. That doesn't sound beautiful, but putting in a picture, putting in a painting, and it could be like Picasso himself shit on a thing, and you're watching it. You gotta understand. I always say this, I'm not a tree hugger, right? But Mother Nature is like the coolest thing ever. And that's why I think, personally, if you're a company that uses Mother Nature, make sure to replace what you use so you don't pull a Lorax. You see, pulling a Lorax is a move where you use something, but there's only a finite amount of it, and you don't replace it, so then when you use it all up, there's nothing else to sell, like the things in Lorax. The solution is to make more of the things. Like if you could cut down trees, you plant trees also, and then you just cut down the planted trees. Or if you're making candy, I guess you could, you know, not use a lot of sugar, save a little later, I guess. But it's more for growing things, right? Because yeah, or you could use sugar and a finite amount of stuff like rice and that. You need to make more rice crops, because if you just use all the rice crops, take all the rice, what's gonna grow? Nothing, because you didn't plant any rice crops. See, rice, that's good money, but it's hard because who the hell is gonna walk around? Hey, you want to buy a bag of rice? Only $1.50. $1.50? That's good. If that bag of rice doesn't look good though, I ain't buying it. That's the problem. You know, doesn't look good. I I know that was a bit of a ramble, but seriously, gotta understand. I'm a businessman. Anyway, hiking. At the end of the day, it's one of the funnest things you could do. If you do it at night, though, you're stupid, you're dumb, or you probably just really was gonna go hiking earlier. But God, she was just in the bathroom and sitting down, you're watching TV, she's, oh, I'll be down in a minute, sitting there, rotting away. Men and women do that too, but I just have a mother. Uh, I guess that means cheers. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.